Like, why don't they get into cryptocurrency? Why did they get
They
into?
do. The smart ones do. No, the smart guys do. It's the brokesters that are still around. The guys who want to impress, like sit downs. I've heard of more sit downs in the post John Gotti days than fucking. I don't know. There's one guy that's had more sit downs, and I'm not going to mention his name, even though you know him. He's had more sit downs than Babe Ruth has home runs. Sit downs were like the last resort when it's like, let's have a sit down at this restaurant because this is what it's what it's resumed to. Let's have a sit down at our favorite restaurant because this chick I like, I wanted to know where Wise got, and I want to make a little scene, tip her good. That's what it sounds like. I remember two old men going to tenement buildings, one coming first, looking around, scared for his life, and then another guy coming after. I turn around because I don't want to watch this. They go into fucking some place in Knickerbocker Avenue, come down. And that was probably a sit down. Sit downs at one time, that you're giving you're now. I mean, you're it's there's a problem. When there's a sit down, there's usually a problem. 80%, 85% of the time, there's a problem. The other 15% might be over money, and nobody likes problems. So they want an amicable resolution. And if you could avoid a sit down, you do. But now it's like, well, we went to a sit down over my girlfriend who couldn't pay her rent, and her landlord was being a scumbag. That's what the mob is. I don't know.
Yeah.
And isn't that a red flag when a guy fucking just goes to so many fucking sit downs? So you go, what the fuck's this guy's problem? He's making enemies time after time. Now you get somebody like Sammy. He was an expert. He was expert at. And John Gotti didn't understand what he was saying when he was on. I don't think he did when he was on tape saying Sammy goes to every sit down and he wins. You know why Sammy went to every sit down? Because he wins. Because first of all, he probably wasn't his sit down. He went to get a peaceful resolution, amicable, and come out friends. Unless the guy was being a total fucking jerk off. You had one with Louis DeBono. You ever heard that story? Where he wanted to rip his fucking head off. And he was right. But for the most part, he came out. He came out looking good. He came out like a man's man at every sit down, and that's what it was. Now, if you get John Gotti sit down, this is how it goes. You don't tell me what to do. I'll tell you what to do. And Sammy had a different style. He was old school. He learned from the best. He really did. And a lot of stuff that people he sat down and listened to. I can remember listening to my guys too, the guys that mentored me, and they were really good. It's just I didn't listen. I went in one ear at the other. But now looking back, they had great advice. Like hands are the last thing you want to use. Yeah. Violence. We used to hear that a lot. So unless somebody touches you, then you can kill them if you want. Go ahead.
Yeah. We're going to be wrapping up soon. A few more questions and we'll wrap up. What's your biggest regret looking back?
Regret? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Regrets. Fuck. I don't know. Where I am today, could I have gotten this way if I didn't flip? No, I like who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, regrets. I don't know. You can't look back. That's number one.
Yeah.
That's been my thing now since I flipped. Don't look back. It's past to the past. You can't take it back. It's water under the bridge. We go forward.
How about your old crew? And you have to say any names. Anybody make it out? Like maybe got made, not in jail, successful, or maybe went in the business, maybe illegal or not? Like, cause you're talking about a lot of guys who got shot, who turned, who this, who that. Did anybody kind of like your old crew make it out and actually prosper even in that life?
Yeah. There's guys in the life that were part of that crew. I said it before. I think there's like 8 or 10 of them that are made. But they're smart. They're not gonna get caught. They're not gonna get caught with bullshit. They've learned. They've learned from idiots like me. They've learned from other idiots around them. But they're out there.
So
I think they're smarter though. I would hope they are.
So I asked the same question to Sammy. You could have dinner with 3 people dead or alive. Who are they and why?
Oh, I answered that last time. It was John Gotti. Last time you had me on. But I forgot about Carmine Galante. I think I would have liked to have dinner with him.
That'd be cool. He was
from the same town. We did grow up American. We were
American. He was on like 60 Minutes.
Huh?
He was on 60. You Google it. He was on 60 Minutes.
That was Cohen's idea. That lawyer, a superstar of a lawyer.